Have you ever been told that you just really need to work on your heart posture? You cannot improve your heart posture without first correcting your mind posture. And today we're back with more tools to help you build an unshakable belief system. We are adding tools, we're adding strategies because we are here for the woman who's tired of being at ground zero. She is frustrated that she's still midpoint of the mountain and ready to close the resonance gap. She is no longer going to be speaking about the mountain. She's got all her mountain climbing gear and she's preparing to go to the summit. So today, as we're building, I want to talk to you about your mind posture versus your heart posture and the tools that are necessary for you to regulate your system. Have you ever been told that you just really need to work on your heart posture? Especially if you are a person who your facial expressions are so obvious to dictate how you're feeling in your heart and what you're thinking in your mind. Well, I've told someone that as well, and I've even told myself, you just need to work on your heart posture. But I discovered this really unique thing, and I want to share it with you as your belief coach. I want to give you this structural truth. You cannot improve your heart posture without first correcting your mind posture. You see, I want you to be able to regulate, to govern, to have control. I want your heart to be the link between your thoughts and what you posture, what you feel, what you think. I want you to be so secure in believing in your heart, which is going to collapse the time of those things materializing in your hand. So you have to be able to govern the flow. Your heart doesn't just feel, it regulates the frequency of your entire life. But here's the catch. What is started in your mind, it's what's going to regulate in your heart. The engine room and the control room. Imagine that you are this world-class climber. We're going to use that analogy again. And if your mind is filled with ground zero energy, thoughts that are totally different from our Philippians 4 and 8 audit, you know those thoughts that travel straight to your heart. Your heart then regulates your body to match that fear or that particular feeling. Your heart rate increases because of the agitation. Your palms begin to sweat because of the slip, and your voice falls right in line and defaults to that high pitch, clashing, tinkling cymbal. And I know that you're ready to fix that flow and you're ready to fix the regulation of your heart. But the heart is only doing its job. It is regulating based upon the contaminated materials your mind has provided it. You don't have a heart problem. You have a regulatory breach because your mind posture is slumped. Now, I know that has to sound so refreshing for some of you. You don't have a heart problem. You have a regulatory breach because your mind posture is in a slump. Experienced business strategies and unprecedented movements require a heart that is steady at the helm. But that steadiness is a byproduct of a mind that is postured in indispensable knowledge. So what if there was a simple technique to help you improve your heart posture? You see, if you don't improve your heart posture, you will spend your whole career trying to calm your heart while your mind is still screaming fire in a crowded room. And this is how the regulatory audit begins. I want you to learn to trace your pulse. When you feel your heart racing before a high stakes meeting, boardroom, or the family room, I want you to stop. Don't try to breathe it away. I want you to think about what's the thought that triggered the heart palpitation. I want you to think about why that heaviness began. And have you experienced this before? I want you to think about the meeting that you're in. I want you to think about the environment in that room. And I also want you to think about who's in the room with you. And for a moment, I want you to take a gauge and I want you to be vulnerable with yourself. The room that this occurs most often, do you feel that you are not worthy or inept to be in that room? Do you oftentimes find yourself trying to measure up against the other knowledge warriors in the room? I want you to go back and practice the original and first step in the hind's feet instruction. I want you to get your feet and I want you to press your heels into the floor until you feel your calves tighten. And I want you to remember that you are immovable. And I want you to know that you belong there because you have the keys to the room. I want you to watch how your heart re-regulates to match the new mind posture. The noise must die down and your weighted voice must return. Your heart is a faithful servant. It only regulates the atmosphere your mind creates. If you want a heart of excellence, give your mind a blueprint of unwavering truth. Stop trying to fix the feeling and start fixing the foundation. If your mind is the control room, your heart is the engine room. You cannot have a steady engine if the control tower is sending chaotic signals. And this is how you regulate your heart. I hope you are truly enjoying this content and let us know one thing that you've gotten so far from this episode that you plan to implement day one. We are here for the woman who is tired of being at ground zero and she's ready to get to the mountaintop using these techniques and strategies, using these lesson plans so that she can accomplish it in days, not decades. I'm your host, Grace Matei, and you're listening to the Us Agency.